Okay, I am recording. This is Kamal, policeabuse.com. I'm in a live interview with Jules Friday. Jules, you came up to Tallahassee actually on some business, but we're also here to talk about your case, and I want you to briefly tell me some of the things we talked about over the phone previously with regard to what happened with you with the Coral Springs Police Department. Now, I just want to make sure, because the most important part is the part you told me about what you were doing before you came in contact with the police. And in essence, what you told me is you simply went to get a cigarette at a friend's house, and it wound up in a major police encounter with the police actually attacking you and turning canines loose on you. Is that what happened?
Yes, that's what happened. That's correct.
Okay. And at the time, you weren't involved in any criminal activity. You were simply going to get a cigarette, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And when you were attacked by the canine, why did the police let the canine dog loose on you? Can you tell me that?
I think it's because they started tasing me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was taking the tasers out, and as I was taking the tasers out, I kept putting my hands back in the air and telling them I live right across the street. But I guess they felt like that effect wasn't enough, so they let the dogs go.
And they allowed the dog to bite you near your genitals, correct?
Yes, they did. When I went down voluntarily the first time, instead of them getting the dog or stopping the dog, giving the dog the command to stop, they let the dog keep eating me up. And the dog bit me up close to my genitals.
And how many times were you bitten by the dog, if you know?
I could not even count and tell you.
Okay. And did you offer any sort of resistance? Did you fight back? Did you try to do anything did you ever try to run away or flee?
No, I did not try to run away or flee.
Okay. The police are going to claim that you did something to deserve the attack that happened. Can you think of anything that you did that would give them reason to use force against you?
I can't think of anything at all.
Okay. And they ultimately arrested you for resisting arrest, assault on an officer, and a whole range of things. Yeah. Did you leave your house with the intention of getting into a fist fight with the police?
No,
or any sort of altercation?
Not at all.
Okay. And you didn't do anything in that encounter that would justify them using force as far as you know?
No, not at all.
Okay. Now, you told me there were witnesses. How many people do you think witnessed what happened to you?
Basically, I'd say almost the whole neighborhood.
The whole neighborhood was watching. So if we send someone down there and they go through and start interviewing people, people will tell us what happened based on what they saw, and it'll be consistent with what you told us?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. And did anyone take pictures of the incident while it was happening, or video, if you know?
Oh, that's something I forgot to tell you. There was a couple people that tried to take video. I mean, people had pictures after, but everybody that I talked to said all at once that night, everything got shut down. Their phones, they couldn't call, they couldn't video record, they couldn't take pictures, nothing. It all went blank, shut down.
Okay.
People that were already on the phone with calls with other people, the phone went out.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave that. I did a real little research on that, so I think I kind of know what it is, but I'm not sure. I'm not in that general.
We're going to look into that further. Let me ask you a question. When the police were out there at the scene, was there some other crime they were investigating, if you know?
From what I heard, they had a call in that night saying that somebody else was breaking in cars and they had no shirt on. That's what I heard.
Okay. Now, when they stopped you, you were right across the street from your house.
Yes, I was.
So they could have verified that you lived there and you had a reason to be there.
They could have, because when they stopped me, I put my hands in the air and I said, let me explain, my wallet's in my pocket and I live right across the street and I have my hands up.
Okay.
If they wanted to, they could have just came, arrest me, put their hands in my pocket and got my ID.
Okay. You don't have to take your pants down, but show me the area where the dog bit you.
That would be right here.
Right there. Yeah. Okay. And was the dog on a leash when he did that, or did they have him loose?
No, he wasn't on a leash at all.
The dog was actually running loose,
yes,
without the canine handler controlling it?
Yes.
Okay. And did the canine handler know that you'd been bitten?
To tell you the truth, I couldn't tell at that point in time because it started to get really chaotic.
Okay. Okay. Did anyone offer you any sort of medical care at the scene? Before?
No, not at all. No, truthfully, I don't think if it wasn't for my mom, they wouldn't have rushed me to the hospital in the back of the police car like they did, because my mom kept screaming to them.
Your mom was there?
Yes, my mom was there.
She saw the arrest?
She saw, not the beginning of everything, but she saw mostly everything that happened.
Okay. And what time of the night was this when this happened?
It started, I would say it started exactly around 11 o'clock.
Around 11 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. And so anyone in the neighborhood could have told them who you were if they had asked.
Everybody in the neighborhood could have told them who I was.
Okay, and you told them you lived there.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Did they apologize?
No, they didn't. Not at all.
Okay. And what are the charges you're facing right now?
3 accounts of assault on an officer and 1 resisting arrest.
Okay. So in order for us to actually believe the police version, you walked out of your house and just started a fight with them, with the police?
I mean, I guess that's what they're gonna say.
Okay. Did they give you any copies of the police reports?
No, I didn't get any copies of the police reports.
They haven't given you anything?
No, they haven't contacted me. I haven't gotten a court date. I haven't gotten anything.
Okay. They have some, I'm telling you right now, and I normally don't say this on camera, they have some real serious problems. And, you know, I told you and Allie over the phone we would help you. I'm even more determined to help you now that I've seen you in person. I can tell when people are not giving it to me straight, and I can tell you're giving it to me straight. And what they did to you is a crime. So somebody's going to need to go to jail over this, and if it's possible to put them in jail, I'm going to do it. What I'm going to ask you to do is continue to just be upfront, give us the information we need. I'm going to be following those records requests now. I'm going to do a follow-up interview with you at another time. Is there anything you want to tell me about the incident that I haven't already asked you?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, actually, did I tell you that I went down 2 times voluntarily?
No, tell me about that. You tried to get on the ground to comply with what they were asking
I
you?
gave up both times because the first time I got tired, which is the reason why I quit smoking cigarettes. I got tired, so I said I give up. Went down, that's when the dog ate up my leg coming up. And I got up because the dog gave me a fear. I couldn't take it, so I got up. The second time, I went down again because I was tired, because at that point it was too many people there at once. It was the whole force. I didn't know it was the whole force, there was a lot of people. I went down the second time, and I know my arrest procedures because I've been in trouble with the law before. And instead of putting his knee to my back to handcuff me, he put his boot to my head and had my face on the ground.
Is that how you got the mark on your face? Turn your face to the side.
It's like basically healed, but that's how I had all that messed up in my shoulder.
No, I saw the pictures. So that's how you got the marks on your face there.
Yeah.
The cop had his knee on the back of your neck?
No, not his knee, his boot.
His boot?
Yeah, his boot.
Standing on you?
Standing on me, yes. Instead of having his knee to the back of my neck, he had his boot to my face, holding me down with his feet, with force.
Okay. All right, Jules. I don't need any more, man. I'm going to be...